Stock market today. Analysis for Aloha Monday, March 6th, 2023. Check out iofsuccess.com. There's a link in the description below this video. I of Success is focused on helping you sell cash secured put options on stocks you wouldn't mind owning. This is a fantastic strategy to do. You can do it as the wheel strategy, a little bit independent from the wheel strategy. There's a couple different ways, but I'll tell you this as an absolute guarantee because I live in the Hawaiian Standard Time Zone, and I have, for years, been working long jobs. You can do this strategy without needing to pay much attention to what's going on. Up here, a link is going to be popping up exactly at the 1 minute mark. You don't have to watch it right now. You can watch this video and come back. Boom! There it is. That link gives you 5 reasons why you should be doing this. 5 reasons. Watch that. Check out this website. Get the free downloads. Watch the free YouTube playlist. And if you want, pay the money and I'll help you one-on-one. Tomorrow, we got Fed Chair Powell testifying. Possibly can move the market. We got 3 different things. We got on Wednesday, we got Powell testifying again. We got the ADP non-farm payroll, and we got the JOLTS job opening. Friday, we got some other stuff coming out there too. So these little red deals there, expecting a high impact compared to a low impact. Quick look at the heat map. It's a kind of a mixture of red and green, right? But we see some big things of green. Microsoft, Apple, Google. Google's in a lot of things twice. Amazon, Tesla, down. Visa and MasterCard. I think Visa's in one of those indices. We'll take a look. Way more declining than advancing. Almost 50-50, but not quite. And we definitely got, that's about 60-40. It's actually about 60-40 on new highs versus new lows. A little closer to 50-50 on above and below the 50-day moving average. And a little closer to 50-50 in the 200-day moving average. Let's just go right into looking at some market stuff. Right now we're looking at the futures. We see these are the big indices. So 3 out of the 4 indices are at the top end of this bull candle. 1 out of 4 is at the bottom end. Lost all that in the Russell 2000. And Bitcoin, speaking of being at the low end of a range, we're at the low end of the sell-off. This is the Bitcoin futures. So just for fun, I decided to pull up the actual USD versus Bitcoin. And why is it USD versus Bitcoin? This is something that talked about more than one time, which is what? Which is, what's at the bottom end of that range? Which is that sometimes what you need to do is you need to be understanding, is it a particular asset that's actually moving up and down, or is it the currency you're transacting in that asset moving up and down? Or it could be a combination of the two. Here's a dollar. If the dollar is going up in strength, then it would take less dollars to buy a particular asset. If the dollar is going down in strength, then it would take more dollars to buy a particular asset. Now you might be thinking that dollar is moving up here, and in this time frame of 1 month, it is. But look at a time frame from about, let's say 1913. What has the dollar gone up or down in the long-term trend? Short term, see it's kind of gone up, pulled back just a little bit. 20-year bonds moved down, kind of bouncing up. Gold sold off and then started rallying up. At the moment, it looks like we got a low and a high and a higher low. We'll pivot right around here, 1810. Oil. Oil, ooh, we got a new low. It used to be 72, now it's 73, moved up just a little bit. And see how high this is going to go. We looked at Bitcoin already. And the Russell 2000, we see it just sold off. So this over the last month, it's just been down. And this bull candle right here just got wiped out. This is pretty telling. This is pretty telling. And this is pretty telling. And what it could be indicating in conjunction with this is that we might have seen a bit of a peak in the up range. When you see these long wicks to one side, in this case, it shows you that buying pressure pushed it all the way up here. But once it started getting up here, selling pressure pushed it down here. And it's kind of getting stuck right here in this area. Same thing over here. And the same thing over here, with our VIX still kind of moving down. That may indicate that investors are not feeling that anxious with the market, or maybe that's an outdated way of looking at the VIX, being that maybe that way of looking at the VIX was put in place before the market became what it is now, with different 0 days to expiration options and a variety of things. I don't know. Something that we need to figure out. Good thing for me, most of my trading kind of don't matter. But that's just most of my trading. There's some other stuff doing too. Quick look at the different sectors of the market. We've seen this candle before, right? Look at that. Looks like it's losing momentum. Oh, even just coming down. Losing momentum to the upside, coming down. Coming down and losing momentum to the upside, losing momentum. Yeah, that one maybe that's probably the least bearish thing I've seen so far out of these, and maybe that's the second least. So everything else looks like it's slowing down in momentum. And let's do this. Look at the, quickly fly through top 10 stocks of the S&P 500. Apple, and obviously we're on 6 months, 1 day. This is a 200-day moving average. Got a volume down here, pulled down nice and low. High amount of volume, pushing this all the way up, but looks like you just couldn't stay up here around the 155. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to start floating back to 150, or is it going to be pushing up here around 155? It could do either, but I wouldn't be surprised if, just based on this, I wouldn't be surprised if it started kind of falling down. Let's see though, because we got one lone candle right here. See almost the exact same candle here and here, and what happened after that? Coming down. Doesn't look like any strength, but let's watch and see. Microsoft, similar look, right? And overall, got this downward trend. Amazon, long way to the upside, and price is pushing all the way down here. That's also looking bearish. Meta, gapped up, floated down, trying to make that rally back up. We'll see how it's going to go. Seems to be hitting that 190 and selling off. Google, which gets to be in here twice for only reasons we can speculate at, and because the people that make these decisions don't invite us to their inside private parties, we'll never really know, will we? Selling off, although it closed higher than it opened, and it closed higher than the close of Friday. Same thing on that Google. Berkshire Hathaway, finally, that's something bullish looking, right? We had to look at a lot of different ticker symbols before we saw a real bullishness. And Tesla, we seem to be just kind of not being able to break out of this range right in there. Nvidia, speaking of not being able to break out of a range, that's what it looks like right there. And JP Morgan Chase, a.k.a. Jamie Dimon, going sideways, but seems to be moving up. Oh, yeah, to see how that's going to keep going sideways or moving up. Now, there's a lot of overlap in the stocks of the Qs, which is the what is that called again? The NASDAQ. And I thought there was a second one, but somehow I lost that one. We did look at NVIDIA, so let's take a quick look at PayPal. Right, seems to be running out of steam right there too. I think I got to update that, double check that. That's okay. We're looking at a lot of stocks. And let's look at the Dow Jones top 10. All right, we looked at Microsoft, some overlap. Oh, right here, United Health Group. Looking pretty bearish. It's kind of moving down. Okay, heavy price on that stock. Government Sachs. Government Sachs is hit with this resistance, came down. So we seem to be in this trading range at the moment where definitely our bottom is around 340. If it starts breaking to 340, you might look out for some bombs away. Look out below. But it's really got to get above this 370 to 380 area before we see it moving to the upside. Home Depot kind of broke down and is trying to push above this 200-day moving average, but it's just on the bottom side of that. We looked at Microsoft. Salesforce gapped up and floating back down. Where is it going? How far down is it going to go? Look at this high wick to the top. It's already below this, testing up here in this big gap here, sold off here. Today's candle testing up, can't even make the full middle of it almost, and selling pressure just pushed it all the way down, right down to the bottom. How about Crap Donald's Food? This might be a good stock to own, but that food would probably make you sick. And what's going on? Hitting this right in there, just in this area. Some of these might be good for some iron condors or some naked options sold on one side or a spread sold on the other side. That is not financial advice, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to lose. You're going to lose the farm. You won't even bet the farm and you'll still lose it. Lose your farm without even betting it. You might not even have a farm. You'll lose a farm you never had, and then you're just going to be deep in the hole. And over here on Honeywell, we had prices pushing up here trying to get this 200, and sellers just came in. Oh man, it looks like it might have a tough time staying above that 200-day moving average. Visa, okay. Got a little bit of bullishness there. Amgen, looking bearish, kind of going sideways. At least, we can say at least price actions in the top kind of 50% of that candle. Boeing kind of looks like Government Sachs. Was it Government Sachs or JP Morgan Chase? Nope, I think it was JP Morgan Chase. It's kind of moving sideways, but moving up and then kind of moving sideways. So last one we will look at is IWM, Russell 2000, smaller mid-cap type of stocks. AMC, don't know how that one slipped in there, but it's there. And not looking kind of sideways to down. Not seeing any bullishness in there. Shockwave, right? Down, sideways. Biohaven. Up on 6 months, but is it kind of depends where you look at it. This one would probably be a fun one to trade. It looks pretty volatile. We got sideways through here, went down, pivoted right here, up. We got a pivot here, down, pivot right here, really quick pivot, back up, and then kind of hitting this around the $19 to $20 resistance area, and now falling back down to prices around in here in the bottom range of this. So if prices keep moving down, we could expect them to come down to this 13 area. If prices start moving up, we would maybe expect that there would be some resistance around 17. Intelia, look at that, gapped up and sold off. Crocs, I don't think I noticed anyone wearing Crocs today, but there's some popular shoes over here in Hawaii. But that's an uptrend overall. It might not be the strongest uptrend, but hey, but golly gee willikers, it's still pretty much in an uptrend, even though it's kind of moving sideways, having a little problem right here. I never really looked into this one. Have to maybe check out Crocs, see what sort of kind of volume we got? Yeah, over 1 million. It's pretty good, almost 2 million. Chart industries, it's moving on up, but it's got to move up a lot more before it's really going to be impressively moving up. But we broke this resistance right here over that 140 area. We'll see if that continues. Karuna, it's just kind of been going down, it kind of moved sideways, dropped off. Looks kind of reminds me of Bitcoin in a way. And now it's just kind of been moving sideways to down slowly. Latisse, oh, that's a pretty nice. That's been on a pretty nice bull run for a while. Maybe it's running out of steam though, but overall, from here to here, that's pretty good. What is this? How do you pronounce this? Apellius, no, Perseus, brother of Perseus, Clash of the Titans. Oh boy. Sideways, look at this. This is where price action is today. Well, it's been, this looks like it'd be another fun one to trade. This is just kind of all over the place. So what's that leave us with, my friend? My friends, what's this leave us with? If you were thinking that I might say sideways, you're probably right. You're probably right. That's what it's kind of what I'm thinking. Sideways. I'm also thinking the wrong thoughts about maximize sell. Well, we got this is a lagging indicator. Our lagging indicator is showing us that our longer term trend, which I think is, I think I got this set up. How did I do this? 60 and 60. I'm not sure. Is that like 60 days, 3 months, maybe 6 months? I can't quite remember, to be honest with you. But this purple line is definitely the longer, showing you the longer trend. And this red line will show you faster trend. And right now, we'll see if this red line starts crossing like this. Right, we crossed here. But again, it's a lagging indicator right here. Here's your kind of your most current indicator, which is the price, the actual price. And we're still, look at this candle. At the moment seems to be running out of steam when it starts getting in that 410 area. Right, was it the week before? I forget when it was, but I was talking about, hey, what's going to happen between 420 and 440? Well, what happened is it went the opposite direction. It must have been here. I was talking about that, and kind of got stuck in the kind of around the 410 area. But it was like up $1, down $1, up $2, down $2, kind of lingering around 410, right in the middle of 400 and 420. Now came down. Prices came down here and basically hit this 200-day moving average, hit it here, and decisively bounced up. Had this pivot right here after making, I guess, maybe these like double bottom. Is that a triple bottom? I don't know. Strong move to the upside, but it seems to be running out of steam. Let's see how tomorrow goes. And this whole week, it depends on what's your time frame. I'm constantly saying, let's see how this week goes. Let's see how this week goes, because it really depends on your time frame. So what time frame are you trading? And when I'm talking about that, I guess I'm talking about what's the trend happening kind of for the whole year. I'm still thinking it's a choppy sideways market. Look at this. Look at how exact sideways that almost is. Boom. Well, it seems to be getting tighter on the bottom, though. It's got a high, a little bit higher high. I don't know. We got lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher low, but not a higher low here. Not a higher low here. If it is, it's so minute that it doesn't really count because it's a bit of a range, right? From here to here, we got if this was a little bit higher, is that really high or low? Not really. But nonetheless, we still got this kind of steep incline here. Now, what will prices do going forward will kind of determine that. But overall, our line going up's pretty good. And so we'll see. But yeah, your good buddy Brent, I'm still thinking a bit of a sideways type of market. until we really break out decisively through 420, and we'll see how the price action goes between 420 and 440. All right, guys, couldn't even break out over here. So if it continues not to be able to break out from 420, it's probably going to go sideways down. And with that, hey, learn a strategy where you don't have to worry about all that stuff. Aloha.